quite strong when it comes to the local scene. Balzan very recently being the current holders of the FA trophy. So they booked also a place in the Europa League. They will be representing Malta. They represented Malta in this edition of the Europa League. But now, let's see. We've seen Laufu playing before, but we haven't seen Isaac play so far.
Let's see what he brings to the table. As we see Balzan in the all-black strip and the Birkirkara with the yellow and red kit. As we have noted, it's another match between two neighboring towns and cities, between Balzan and Birkirkara.
Exactly. I'm noticing that both they have all De Ligt and Van Dijk and Robertson as well. So it's quite the usual team setup.
We do see, however, headliner Neymar, the 94 rated card for Balzan, playing up top in this 4-2-3-1 formation for Balzan. How do you think playing Neymar instead of I believe CR7 will affect Balzan in their attack?
Yeah, as we discussed before, we don't usually see CR7 being placed on the bench and not started. However, Neymar, we saw how strong he is. His, rather than physicality, his pace with the ball, his also finishing is very strong. And he is the one that can create chances for your team.
I believe, though, I think I was mistaken, as I think CR7 is on the pitch, as we are seeing Balzan controlling him at the moment.
They are being played like adjacently to each other.
Exactly.
Supporting each other.
So it's Messi who has missed out from being in Balzan's starting lineup. In the meantime, Mbappe, very far up this left side, although Balzan manages to win position back. Kante and Ronaldo dueting with the ball. Neymar passing it back to Hullet, who switches sides up to Robertson on that left side. Ball to Kante once again.
Okay, once again, still Balzan have the ball possession here, trying to find the right opening, maintaining the ball control. You have to be patient in this game. It's very important. Once again, with Khalid in the midfield there, going up through Neymar Jr. as well. Trying to find the player in the black shirt. Not matching, though. R9 here with chance at the goal. He'll try to go for it, and he does, and he finds the net. The first dangerous attack ends up in the net there, beautifully done by Balzan Football Club.
What a beautiful flick up from Ronaldo. Flicks the ball up in the air and volleys it home past Allison, and 1-0 for Balzan against Birkirkara. What a strong start for Balzan.
Yeah, very, very strong. I mean, it's also very encouraging to see your first attack actually finding the net. So it comes to show that you are being very effective in maintaining possession of the ball and jumping on that opportunity when it arises.
So ball with Birkirkara, De Ligt with a long cross-field pass, finding Robertson brilliantly there. Kante playing through Hullet for Ronaldo, first time shot, but good block from Robertson, although Ronaldo manages to sneak up and win possession back. Shields the ball from the attack, although passes it back to De Ligt. Virgil van Dijk clearing the air. Ball to Ronaldo now, CR7 on the left flank, goes for the Elastico, trying to evade R9 there from Birkirkara.
So will Balzan manage to find another good attack that takes the lead up to 2-0? As we said,
back from Ronaldo,
as
passing
we
it
said
to Kante.
before, in fact, there's another opportunity. Second attack here.
Neymar blocks the shot, unfortunately, for Balzan.
His own player blocked the shot there. That was very, very unfortunate. We saw it last time when Hullet blocked a shot as well of the same teammate. So it happens, of course, if you don't coordinate your players right.
What a brilliant ball roll here from Mbappe to keep possession against Messi's attack. Ronaldo in the meantime back towards goal. Plays it to Kante. Kante to Ronaldo, who plays it back to Kante once again. Kante trying to make some space at the edge of the box. Neymar fake shot. Good block there from De Ligt. Once again, the Dutch defender being so huge at the back of everyone's defense today.
The positioning of De Ligt was on point there. Of course, CR7 and Ronaldo couldn't really find the space required for him to find the goal.
Birkirkara now feeling the pressure, sending a ball erroneously into throw-in, but managing to win possession back again. Ronaldo with a fake shot. Passing it back to Robertson to keep possession further. Virgil van Dijk and Robertson duetting on the left side of the pitch. Ronaldo trying to make some offense on the left. R9 to Hullet. Messi now on the right. Doesn't choose to go forward, but rather keep possession. It's still the 36th minute in the game. Ronaldo goes for a fake shot, ball to Hullet. Ball back to R9. Ronaldo trying to find himself some space to free the shot, but Kante with a brilliant tackle at the back.
Wasn't enough, unfortunately, for Birkirkara to find the closing ball required for them to find the net. Oh, it was a bit too long there. Now the possession is back to Balzan.
Possession now back with Robertson. Playing it to Kante, Neymar and Hullet now. Neymar once again with the ball. We'll see a couple of tricks from the Brazilian for sure. Rolling the ball here. Ball to Robertson. Kante once again. Robertson on the left.
Balzan,
trying to release Ronaldo on the left.
Yeah, Balzan are actually playing quite cleverly, maintaining the ball with short passes and now presenting a chance with Hullet here at the edge of the box. Will he find the R9 mate perhaps in the middle? There, a good cross and the second goal. R9 finds the net once again. Balzan FC in the lead with 2 goals. The advantage over Birkirkara being played by Laufu. There, so the pressure is mounting now for Laufu.
Brilliant patience from Hullet and from Isaac Kyle Grima here, keeping the ball just enough to see R9 Ronaldo creep up at the top edge of the box. Brilliant ball, and just like that, it's a finish and 2-0. As Neymar wins back position for Balzan, heel to heel from Ronaldo with a lovely turn here. R9 win possession, shields the ball from De Ligt, who is now out of position. Hullet now forward, ball back to R9. Good elastic on here, ball on his left foot, but Carlos Alberto wins back possession for Birkirkara, who will now try to start up the attack.
I don't know if he has enough time now to cause and create an attack. No, it's not the first half whistle. Laufu could burying his head in his hands now, because of course this is not looking good for him at all. It's 2-0 down in this first round with his Birkirkara side against Balzan FC. Something has to change now, of course, because from what I'm seeing, Balzan are creating so many chances, finding so many spaces upfield, and that is why Balzan FC managed to score twice in this first half.
As we have seen in the halftime statistics, Balzan have had 4 shots and 2 of them were goals. But if you noticed, Laufu had 3 shots and they weren't really of any notice. Okay, there was a good shot which was blocked, I believe, but other than that, I mean, nothing really special from Birkirkara.
Exactly, yeah. Balzan seems to be dominating at the moment, especially preventing Birkirkara from creating chances, from finding the opportunity to find the net. However, of course, let's see if Laufu and his Birkirkara team will manage to will change some things around, perhaps put in a new player, change a tactic, do something differently to find the 2 goals, at least 2 goals that he needs to get a point from this matchup.
Balzan are playing really well in the midfield, and they are showing their superiority mostly on the flanks as well. So maybe if Laufu can try countering that and go more of a more defensive play style and try to catch Balzan on the counter-attack, I think he'd be maybe more open to new solutions here.
As we head on to the kickoff of the second half of this first match between Birkirkara FC and Balzan FC. Balzan in the lead with 2-0 against Birkirkara. Birkirkara currently with the advantage here with the ball upfield, back to Hullet here. Big chance here in the opening stages of the second half. And the goal, what a way to start for Birkirkara FC with Mbappe finding the net, top corner. What a beautiful finish.
And just 4 minutes in, I mean, Laufu, if he has done some tactic changes, they have worked brilliantly. He didn't concede possession once in this opening of the second half, and he scored, and now he's back into it with a bang.
Big start, and this is what he needed. I mean, getting that 1 goal now, reducing the gap by just 1, which puts pressure on Balzan FC because they really do not want to lose the big lead that they had.
Of course, and now may we see more defensive gameplay from Isaac Kyle Grima on Balzan. we'll see. In the meantime, Hullet in possession of the ball just outside the box. Drag back almost to the halfway line. Neymar now in possession. Back to Hullet now. Hullet will try to release someone in space. Ball back to Neymar. Neymar going for a roulette. Kante with the ball, playing it safely to the right back, Carlos Alberto, who can try to make his progress down the wing. Hullet evades a brilliant challenge from Kante. Neymar with the fake shot, but Virgil van Dijk holds him in his way.
Once again, this Dutch beast there in the central defense. And but once again, Balzan have the ball, have a good chance of scoring here as well. They have a lot of black shirts there on the edge of the box, but a bad pass from Hullet, unfortunately, was well intercepted by the Birkirkara defense.
But just as you can see, the overloading of men on Balzan's side to try to hold Birkirkara's progress down to left side, at least Ulaufu managing to switch play over to the right flank where there were many free men. And now we see CR7 on the ball, freeing R9 Ronaldo. Mbappe with the fake shot and Elastico.
Oh, what a
brilliant ball to Ronaldo. What a finish with the left foot.
And this is exactly what Birkirkara FC needed. He was 2-0 down, and now it's 2 each.
And just 15 minutes of the second half.
And this is exactly what happened with Hibernians and Goudia. Hibernians was 2-0 down. They scored 2 goals, and they managed to win in the end. So will the same thing happen here with Birkirkara against Balzan? Exactly now, this is what Laufu needed. The pressure is all on Isaac Kyle Grima and his Balzan side.
Exactly. Maybe that pressure up on the left side has not been to good effect for Balzan here, as Birkirkara managed to get a second and draw the match. As we see a bad pass there, Carlos Alberto stepping in the way. Ronaldo trying to play Mbappe through. Messi now with the ball. Mbappe and Ronaldo triangulating brilliantly. Messi almost free, but Van Dijk manages to come back to block his view of the goal. Now Hullet trying to play R9 now. End to end stuff. The game is really being split between 2 halves now.
Yeah, it's becoming actually more hyped now as the time progresses. I don't know if they're trying to replicate the real life score, because these 2 teams came 3-3 in the final match of the Premier League in Malta, and they're very well on their way towards achieving this with Balzan. A very good attack there, but Virgil van Dijk once again with the perfect block, perfect tackle for Birkirkara FC's side.
Maybe an earlier cross from Carlos Alberto would have made a better attack. In the meantime, good header for CR7. Unfortunately, too high.
Yeah, too high. It's well over the bar there. But it was a good chance for Balzan to try to at least snatch a goal back. I mean, being 2-0 up and losing that lead quite quickly, quite early on in the second half, it's actually it's like a blow to you, right? Losing even the momentum that you had.
Exactly, and now it's as you said, a lot of pressure on Balzan to try to come back in the lead, but it's almost no pressure for Birkirkara. I mean, he was 2 goals down to come back and in a 2-2 position now. It's almost of a victory to him.
Yeah, and now Balzan FC just will be pausing the game, so maybe a couple of changes from his end. I'm sure he will.
In the meantime, Ronaldo in the box.
Again!
No, it was Mbappe. Brilliant finish with the left foot, and Balzan once again in the lead.
It happened, I believe, again when Turbulence was playing. He paused the game and scored just before the pause came into effect. But nice goal, clutching 1 goal back for Balzan FC, where we're seeing Messi now and Mbappe with a 4-4-2 formation for Balzan.
Will we see Gambin being introduced into the match?
Oh, no way. That would be so interesting, actually, to see a Maltese player being played here at the Malta E-Premier League. I mean, it's a Maltese league, no? Why not see a Maltese guy representing your club?
As we have said previously, all the players need to have at least 1 Maltese player on the bench alongside the 6 other icon or team of the year selection of these players.
And this is FIFA Ultimate Team, so all players are unlocked, so you have ample choice here to experiment with formations, experiment with teams. However, as Chris rightly said, you have to have at least either Borch or Gambin on your side.
Ooh, in the meantime, good trickery from Mbappe, trying to go for a finish, but he loses possession right at the end. In the meantime, Ronaldo alone against the defense of Birkirkara, losing out. CR7 so far back up the pitch, but in the meantime, good ball good to Robertson now. Carlos Alberto intercepts the pass. Mbappe now on the charge.
Okay, so Balzan FC now with the ball. They have the lead. They are 3-2 ahead now against Birkirkara. However, we saw it before. Birkirkara was 2-0 behind and they managed to claw 2 back. So do not count Laufu out just yet, even though 8 minutes are left now from the clock.
Position back with Birkirkara. Messi playing it to Hullet. Messi once again losing out to the other Messi, and Vieira now passing it to Ronaldo once again. Cristiano Ronaldo on the flank. Ball to R9. Ronaldo. An elastico there to free himself from Hullet's pressure. Playing it to his own Hullet. Carlos Alberto with the ball. Seems like Balzan are trying to keep possession this time.
Yeah, 5 minutes remaining here, so the pressure is all on Birkirkara now to try to find that last goal, to at least take this to a draw. As you see, Balzan changing to a 4-2-3-1 formation now with Messi on the right and Mbappe on the left, and Ronaldo with CR7 in the middle there as an attacking midfield.
Yes, we see also the 4-1-2-1-2 formation from Birkirkara, trying to narrow as much the space as possible to try to go to charge through the middle. Maybe his offensive options can have an effect over the defense of Balzan.
Yeah, I mean, he has to do something now. It's only 5 minutes, 4 minutes actually for the 90th minute mark. I think it's Eusebio as well who's coming in. There it is against, instead of Ronaldo, CR7. And so perhaps a few, maybe Eusebio is the one that he needs to find that final goal to take it to a draw.
CR7 now, good scoop turn and then box, but Allison manages to make a good save on the near post and sends the ball into a corner.
But still, this is all good for Balzan because the clock is ticking now. Even though Hullet, lovely way to get back the ball.
Could this be a counter-attack for Birkirkara in the dying minutes of the game? Kante with the ball now in the midfield as Balzan get back into the defensive shape.
2 minutes additional time, so not much time left for Laufu and his Birkirkara side to get this goal. This is the final attack. He unfortunately loses possession. There's a CR7 running with the ball. Balzan just need to maintain possession. This is the last act, the last action, the last attack of the game, and there it is. Balzan edging it over Birkirkara 3-2 in this first round of this highly intense match.
What a match you have seen, from 2-0 up for Balzan to 2-all. Brilliant comeback there from Laufu, but once again Balzan managing to snag that third goal and managing to win this match.
Meanwhile, if you want to head on to our Facebook page and our website as well, you can find the other fixtures and the standings as well. We have Valletta with Turbulence playing Alessio of Slema as well at the moment. So that's, I believe, the only other match left, because I don't know if Gżira and Santa Lucia have finished both their legs. Maybe what the second round is still yet to be played. However, we saw Santa Lucia first scoring 6 goals against Gżira United.
As we are currently underway to start our second round between Birkirkara and Balzan in this final streamed match of today's match day 1 of 7 in this BOVE Premier League.
So just to explain again, this is a league, so it's round robin, of course. So the players will all be playing 2 legs against each other. We have 7 match days. 2 rounds, against each other. We have 7 match days every Thursday until we determine the final standings of this E-Premier League. Then the first placed player will be playing the 14th placed in a knockout stage in March. Okay, so of course it does determine, it does affect the way you play, the way you finish this E-Premier League. So even though all 14 do pass on to the knockout stage, you have to do as well as possible so that you guarantee at least a better finish in the knockout stages.
And as we see time and time again, starting off with a win can definitely help you gain momentum. As we
Yeah.
saw in Hibernian's first match, which was losing 2-0 down, but managed to come back with a 3-2 win.
Yeah.
And that would probably set in motion all the momentum that Dunstan has collected
Exactly.
up until now. And he's been demolishing and scoring
Yeah,
goals left, right,
it's
and center.
unfortunate we couldn't see this match against Goody out of Hibernians on stream. However, yes, as you rightly said, Christian, most probably it created the right momentum for him to actually win all 4 fixtures of today. But now we'll soon be heading to the second round of this final match for today, which is Balzan versus Birkirkara. Balzan just edging it, with a 3-2 win over Birkirkara FC. Balzan being played by Isaac, whilst Birkirkara being played by Laufu.
So, I mean, both teams were quite effective on their own, but Balzan just managing to win because of the rule that who wins scores more goals,
Yeah.
as they say. There was no real, how do you say, distinguishing gameplay factors between both sides. They each had their chances, but Balzan was a little bit more clinical than Birkirkara. What would you do if you were in either player's shoes?
Yeah, I mean, what I saw, especially from the Balzan side, I saw Isaac playing really well. He created a lot of chances. The only goals he got, I believe, was just a couple of errors that allowed Birkirkara FC to get the ball up and find the space required in the middle. I do feel like Balzan did have a bit of an edge over Birkirkara, even though they lost a 2-0 advantage. However, it's like Balzan slept a bit in the first stages of the second half, but then just got back that much needed goal for the 3-2. Well, if I was Laufu, I would do what I did in the second half. I went all out there, aggressive style. However, you can't make mistakes like leaving that central defense open, where in fact Balzan caught Birkirkara a lot with that in that area.
If I were Laufu, to be honest, in this second match, I would rather go for a more defensive play style. Try to explore more options while retaining possession of the ball. Try to go for changing sides from left to right or from right to left. Try to go through the middle. Try to be aggressive, but not too much, so as to give possession away cheaply.
I understand, trying to be more unpredictable, switching sides as well, trying to find the right opportunities, be a bit more patient. Of course, it all affects. What I think is what happened in the second half is that I think he went so aggressively that he caught Isaac a bit off guard. That's why he got 2 goals in quick succession. And then Isaac managed to maintain the good defense, good possession of the ball, and managed to claw a goal back, making it 3-2 in the end.
Yeah, quite a good showing from both sides, as we have said. And Balzan being really being impressive, as we have seen, and 3 goals from Balzan, which have aided their first victory in this fixture.
Yeah, so as we see, the players are actually heading into the lobby now and setting up everything. We'll soon be finding out who will come out on top between Balzan and Birkirkara. Balzan won the first round 3-2, but everything can change in the second round and final round of today's match day.
Maybe we can see a couple of changes. I mean, I don't really see the need to change anything. Maybe have CR7 instead of Neymar up top and Neymar more in a midfield position rather than being the sole striker.
Rather than a question of players, perhaps it's as you said earlier, play style could be changed a bit. Although it's not an easy thing to do, to change play style mid game. If you're used to playing aggressively, you'll keep on playing aggressively.
Exactly. So the last match, the last 90 minutes of today are underway just now. Birkirkara kicking off things on the yellow and red stripe. They are playing from left to right of your screens, and Balzan in the all black kit playing from right to left.
So what will Laufu do now? He lost the first match. He was so close into getting at least a draw, but missed it. Lost everything when Balzan managed to find a third goal. But now let's see if he manages to get the victory over Balzan to at least take 3 points from this 2 rounds encounter against Balzan FC.
Starting off with some good pressure down the middle. Ronaldo heel to heel, fake shot there. Another heel to heel, but gives possession of to Van Dijk, who returns possession. But the defense of Birkirkara staying strong in this early going. Ball wide to Roberto Carlos, who returns it to N'Golo Kante. The French smiley, incredible defensive player.
Yeah, once again we see Birkirkara now playing upfield. We have Kante there in the middle, back to Hullet. Hullet playing with the ball, back to... Oh, he goes to Eusebio here. There's R9 calling for the ball. Not enough though. And now it's Mbappe and Balzan side. Oh, what a way to give away possession. You can't do that in your side of the field especially. And so it's Eusebio once again with the ball.
Oh,
nice first touch.
What a ball from Messi onto R9 Ronaldo. Very weak shot though. Good play for Alisson.
And unfortunately, R9 there doesn't manage to get enough power on his shot to find the right shot to score. But a great opportunity there for Birkirkara. So that is something that Laufu needed there, because it shows that, look, I can break his defense.
I want to note as well that in the meantime, Mbappe, good run on the right here. Finds Hullet in the box. What a shot, but gets the outside of the net. Oh, it was a save from Alisson.
Yeah, it was just a save, although I don't think it was on target to begin with, the game, but the ball. But still, well, I guess Balzan won a corner, even though they gave it back to Birkirkara very quickly.
Good cross-field ball to find Alexander Arnold on the right. Oh, we do see a change here from Laufu, opting for Alexander Arnold instead of the previous game's Carlos Alberto. Eusebio in the meantime, good ball through the middle. Delict is there though, and you can't do anything with the Dutchman in the middle.
Yeah, we saw Alexander Arnold being played by Sirens. It didn't really work out for Sirens, unfortunately, at the time. But now maybe Birkirkara might have that right side. Oh, that was R9, I think, rolling on the floor there.
Slamming into Hullet, the big frame of the Dutchman.
Yeah, you have to be careful against that guy. Whilst Alexander Arnold once again playing upfield quite a bit here. Back to Hullet.
Yeah, the opposition's third. As we can see, maybe going for a good cross for Ronaldo's head. In the meantime, Carlos Alberto for Balzan, getting the ball back. I was going to note earlier, Lauf was showing incredible vision in this game. He's already made 3 very good passes offensively, and if he keeps this up, he'll definitely manage to find a sweet through ball to make Ronaldo or any one of his attacking option clean through with a 1v1 for Alisson.
In fact, he does look a bit more solid now in this first half of the second round. Remember, last time he lost the first half 2-0. So this is a big start. However, again, Balzan, but nice again, Kante with that leg outstretched foot and managed to stop the ball. And once again, through Alexander Arnold, through this right flank towards Messi. Doesn't go back with towards Messi, so opts to change sides, going from the left side now, left flank, with Roberto Carlos down the middle to Kante.
Once again, changing sides here. Ball with Messi once again. Messi playing it back to Kante and sends it back to Messi.
Yeah, here we're seeing Laufu trying to find the open space that he needs to put a good ball through and perhaps find the much needed goal.
Kante now tried to set Messi off, but the path was blocked. Kante trying to set up Ronaldo. Ronaldo playing it back to Delict to Van Dijk, who will try to start the action once again. Carlos Alberto on the right to Hullet. Good through ball there down the line for Mbappe. Mbappe trying to make his way forward, but quite a lot of men from Laufu on this left flank.
Yeah, there's a lot of defense as well. It's difficult to penetrate, and once again, Laufu managed to win back possession of the ball, even though he does give it away. Ronaldo, R9 is a bit on his own. He has to wait for support. Back to Hullet. In fact, Hullet with the ball, trying a bit of a dribble there. Mbappe, lovely chip towards Hullet, not enough, unfortunately, and Roberto Carlos back with the ball.
Mbappe had plenty of space there, but it was a very courageous read from Laufu to go to intercept the ball straight away. So a bit more patience from Balzan could have gotten a clean shot on goal with Hullet.
Yeah, Alexander Arnold, nice lobbed through ball there to Messi, back to Kante, and now Messi has a lot of space, goes for the roulette. Eusebio, but the touch wasn't the right one, and unfortunately lost the ball, but back, the ball goes back to Birkirkara now, another attack.
Kante finding Messi on the right, back heel, unfortunately Hullet was in the way. Ball now to Mbappe for Balzan, running along this right flank. Ball to Kante, trying to make more men go forward now. Carlos Alberto against Hullet now. Carlos Alberto with a brilliant ball down the line. Mbappe trying to escape. Roberto Carlos pressure, but what a tackle from the Brazilian left back, who unfortunately concedes a corner now.
Yeah, and it's interesting that through ball was so good. He turned on the ball, found the space, and got a perfect pass.
Oh, what a shot from the leg!
Just
It was deflected as well, and good save from Alisson.
And a big opportunity there for Balzan Football Club there to find the goal. And the last closing stages of this first half, unfortunately it wasn't enough.
Borrow from R9, Kante emerging from the back of the Birkirkara defense and snatches the ball away to end the attack, and then the first half at 0-0.
And so we end at 0-0, so very different from the first round, which was 2-0 to Balzan. Of course, so many things can change now in 45 minutes. I don't know if we'll see a couple of changes from either side. I feel that both players are playing quite well, especially Birkirkara playing a bit better now.
Most definitely. I mean, shall we see a blazing start from Laufu for Birkirkara?
As we saw last round.
Exactly. Maybe try to get a quick goal here. Although Balzan do get the kickoff, so maybe the initiative will be more with Isaac Grima instead of Laufu now.
Yeah, in fact, he has players running up there, trying to present themselves the opportunity to find this first goal. Early goal in the second half with Hullet with the ball. There, back to Kante, back to Hullet. Quick pass to R9 there. R9 tries to find some space. No, doesn't cross, turns on the ball. Ooh, tries for a cross to the middle, but unfortunately it's blocked by a good defense there from Birkirkara.
Kante now on the left flank, playing the ball to Eusebio. Crossfield pass to Messi. What vision here from Laufu, Birkirkara, but Messi runs into an opposition player and loses the ball.
That was a bad, crucial mistake. You can't make those errors, especially at this level of the game, especially when you really need that goal. You can't concede. And that's his dangerous. Look at this. He presented Balzan with an opportunity to mount an attack.
But brilliant stepping between ball and CR7 from Alexander Arnold, ending tack from Balzan and giving the initiative back to Laufu and Birkirkara. In the meantime, Kante on the ball, playing it to Hullet. Hullet plays it to Alexander Arnold, who can maybe find Messi on the right. Hullet ignores Messi and plays it to Ronaldo and Kante. Ronaldo to Eusebio. Eusebio on his left foot. Ronaldo loses the ball to Kante, unfortunately, and Neymar can spring on the attack.
Once again, they're trying to penetrate that middle. However, both sides are failing because the defense is almost clustered there in the middle. They have to make use more of the flanks, the left side, the right side. And as we see, even Laufu made use of switching sides as well. As we're seeing now, Mbappe on the right for Balzan. Heading towards the middle, however, he needs some help there on the right. There it is with R9 falling down the night. Back to Mbappe. That was a bit of a clumsy pass, I feel, from R9 to Mbappe, losing the ball.
Virgil van Dijk once again in possession. Plays it square to Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo down that left flank. Kante ignores his run. Hullet plays it on the right flank. Alexander Arnold trying to make his way downfield. Virgil van Dijk switches play once again. These switches have been quite consistent from Laufu. He's not really making any mileage, unfortunately, though, but he's still managing to retain possession.
Yeah, it could be maybe he's trying to find the opportunity from one side to the other, confusing the opponent as much as he could. Not being predictable, of course, and making use of the grateful backs that he has.
as we see Virgil van Dijk pushing almost to the final third of the pitch, but Balzan, 10 men almost behind the ball, so quite a strong defense he's mounting against Laufu's attacks on Birkirkara.
Yeah, of course, Balzan would be happy with the draw. I feel it would have been 4 points to them out of from 2 rounds, so that's very positive for Isaac. Even though, as we say that, they have a good chance here at scoring a goal. Lovely moves, but CR7, and he finds the net. What a way to score! And there it is, Balzan, a great, I mean, he finds the net after just, what was it? He didn't really attack too much this half, but one good, dangerous attack was enough for him to penetrate the defense of Birkirkara and find the much needed goal.
An amazing Elastico to get rid of himself of one defender, and a lucky deflection against Van Dijk, presenting CR7 with an incredible chance 1v1 against Allison, and he's not gonna miss it.
Yeah, you could see Laufu very upset there. He was doing so well until that point, conceding a goal like that with a great vision from Balzan's side, with CR7 there finding the goal. Good dribble. And there it is, 1-0 for Balzan. Once again, Balzan are in the lead. Will Balzan manage to take 2 wins out of 2 over Birkirkara?
This depends on how this goal will affect Laufu's mindset. I mean, does he lose all confidence he has built alongside this 69, 70 minutes in game, or does he say, look, I have brought it back once from 2 goals down, I can do it with 1 goal this time?
Exactly, as we see Vieira replacing Kante as well for Balzan. So this would be also interesting to see if this affects anything. Vieira's first touch, in fact, for the black shirted team, back down to Robertson on the left flank. Very powerful defender here, being played by Balzan FC. Oh, tried for the through ball, not enough to get through, however.
Virgil van Dijk exchanging with De Ligt. Ball to Ronaldo, who's playing so deep in his half of the pitch, receiving the ball once again, maybe trying to set something up with CR7. CR7 playing a lot of 1-2s with his fellow teammates. Kante playing the ball to Messi. Messi to Eusebio. Good run from Roberto Carlos down the left. Doesn't choose to use him though, Eusebio, with his back to ball, shielding the ball very nicely. Ronaldo now almost in the box. Eusebio once again. Ronaldo, good pass to Messi. Messi on his left. Brilliant block from Virgil van Dijk, but ball still with Birkirkara, who lose out. And now Balzan on the counter with CR7 running down the left flank.
Yeah, you could see the other players of Balzan running down the field, trying to find space to help Ronaldo here on the side. However, Birkirkara is the team that wins the throw-in there. Of course, the time is ticking. It's only 9 minutes left. So Laufu really needs to up his game now. He has to do something, change the tactic, go aggressively, pull defenders upfield to at least snatch a goal and perhaps get a 1 point. However, he has to be careful not to lose possession like that.
Of course, Ronaldo, CR7 playing to R9. Messi trying to play it back to R9, but very brilliantly intercepted by Balzan's defense. Virgil van Dijk now with the ball. Gullit playing it to Vieira, the second half substitute from Balzan, trying to consolidate this lead that he has brought upon himself.
Yeah, once again, Balzan maintaining possession. It's what you have to do if you're in the lead. It's only 4 minutes now to the 90-minute mark. Mbappé with the ball. And I don't know if he wants to maintain possession or try to find an opening here for a second potential goal. Not enough. It's back to Birkirkara's end now. It's Messi with the ball down to Gullit. Ronaldo has the ball now. Up to the right flank with Alexander Arnold there pushing up. He needs to create something from this chance. The time is ticking. I mean, 2 minutes left now, additional time. The final attack.
Good dummy from Gullit, passing it to R9. Ronaldo goes for a roulette. Messi on his left foot. What a block from Gullit.
Yeah, and this will be the final attack, the final set piece of today. It's a corner for Birkirkara. It's taken short.
Ball to Messi, cross with the right foot.
Oh.
Allison sends it to another corner instead of catching it.
Okay, but time is running out now. What will Birkirkara FC do. They don't want to lose 2 matches out of 2 against Balzan Football Club. That takes it long. The header, great save by Allison. Gullit shoots it out of play. And there it is, the final whistle. Unfortunately, Lauf didn't do enough to take a point home. And Isaac, well done to you. 2 wins out of 2 against Birkirkara FC.
Head in hands for Laufo. What a good chance he had at the death. But I noticed one thing. Virgil van Dijk took the corner kick.
Yes.
It was a brilliant corner kick, to say the least.
Was.
But it was unfortunate because Alisson did make a save. Maybe if Van Dijk was on the end of the corner, he could have punched the hole in the net and finish it.
So that was the last match of today. But